Hi there, welcome. My name is Crystal, and we're calling this segment Peeking into Pink. I just kind of wanted to pop on here and share why I started with Mary Kay and kind of a little background about my story. This is probably going to be about 15 to 20 minutes, just short and sweet. There will be a keyword that I will be saying at the end of this video, so make sure you share that with your consultant. And there will also be a quick survey, excuse me, that your consultant will send to you. You're just going to click on the link, fill out a couple questions, and then you're going to get entered into a raffle. So I'm doing a couple different raffles. I'm raffling off a charcoal mask, and I'm raffling off a free e-start where you can start your business this month, and I'm going to pay for it. So just a little introduction of myself. My name is Crystal. I am a sales director with Mary Kay. I've been growing my business. I'll be celebrating 6 years in November, 5 years strictly full time. And I want to apologize. I was supposed to have a guest speaker on with me today because we both have very different stories. I am divorced, no kids, single, and she is married with 3 kids. And I really wanted her to be on. That way she could share her story, but she had a bit of a family emergency. So I'm just going to share a little bit about myself. I'm hoping that something I say you can relate to. Again, completely different background than a lot of you that are married and have children. But that's one of the things I love about this business is it's not just this, you have to be this particular person, you have to live a certain lifestyle or anything like that. There are all types of different women from different backgrounds that do this business. And we even have guys that do the business as well. And I think that's what I enjoy most about this Mary Kay opportunity. So how did I stumble into Mary Kay? So never, ever thought about doing a direct selling business. I had been approached by several before, life insurance and some other ones. And I am not someone that bashes different companies. So you will not hear me talk badly about any of the other ones out there. But I had a friend of mine. She actually is my hairdresser who I was talking to her about skincare. And at the time I was 36 years old. I don't mind sharing with you. I will be 42 in February. And I looked in the mirror and decided I need to invest in better skincare. I really was not taking care of my skin all that well. And so she came over, I tried out the products, fell in love with them, really wanted to purchase everything that she put on my face. And she was like, well, why don't you become a Mary Kay consultant? And she shared the opportunity with me. And she was like, you know what, as a consultant, you get 50% off all your skincare and makeup because we get to, as consultants, purchase our products at wholesale cost. And I was very hesitant at first. I'm not going to lie to you. My friend and I laugh about it now. I rescheduled my appointment on her, I think either 5 or 6 times. She has all my text messages. And part of it was scheduling conflicts, but part of it too, I had friends that were telling me that this was a scam, that if she came over, she was going to force me to purchase stuff. And I'm like, well, I know this person. She wouldn't do that to me. And so it made me very hesitant. And finally, when we did the appointment, I was like, oh, I didn't feel pressured to purchase anything. I don't feel any pressure whatsoever. And then she did talk to me about the opportunity, and I was hesitant at that time. And back then when I started, we only had one option, which was $100 to get started. And that was your starter kit, which is still a great value. And I'm going to go over the different options here towards the end. And so I sat on it for a bit. And then I finally, after a couple weeks, finally signed my beauty agreement. When my starter kit came in the mail, it was like Christmas. I was so excited. And then I held my first party about a month after me signing. I had no clue what I was doing. I reached out to friends and family. It was a friend of mine who held my first party. It was her and her mom. There's just 2 of them. And I sold close to $400 between the 2 of them. And I got more referrals. And I was like, wow, this is so easy. You know, this was fun. It was just some girlfriends hanging out, and I was teaching them about skincare, and I was really new. And so I actually had a piece of paper with a script that I read from, and I held it in front of my face. And I was like, I still sold $400, and I'm new at this. And I had no clue what I was doing. And I was like, this is really exciting that you can make some extra side income and not have to be knowledgeable completely 100% in skincare or makeup. And I still get to have fun, and I get to meet others. And this is exciting. So at the time I worked a corporate job. I was working about 60, 70 hours a week. I have a bachelor's degree in business management. And when I worked a corporate job, I did purchasing for over 12 years. And it wasn't anything glamorous. I've had people like, oh, you were a buyer for like purses and that sort of thing. I'm like, not even close. I actually worked for various manufacturing, fabrication, and engineering companies. And so I did purchasing for them. So nothing glamorous or exciting, I promise you. But I really did love what I did. And I always strive to move up in companies. Unfortunately, I worked a lot of male dominant industries. And so I was always told, oh, we're not going to promote you. Oh, we can't. And there was a slew of excuses. That's part of the reason why I got my bachelor's degree in business management, because they told me, oh, well, if you have a bachelor's degree, and it still didn't help. So about a year into me doing Mary Kay very minimally, I went into my corporate job at that time, the day after New Year's, and they said, Happy New Year, we're eliminating your position. So they laid me off. It was my third layoff in 5 years. And I already knew when I really started to get more into Mary Kay, a couple months into it, that I wanted to strive to become a sales director so I could eventually quit my corporate job. That was what I was striving to do. And so I just kind of saw this as, for lack of better words, a God wink, that this was pushing me into the direction of leaving my corporate job and pursuing become a sales director. So I decided not to go back to a corporate job. So that was January 2nd. I got laid off. And by March 1st, I debuted as a sales director that exact same year. And I have not looked back since. I've been doing this strictly full time now for 5 years. So it absolutely 100% can happen if you're looking for a new career change in your life. Please know that this business isn't necessarily for any of you to quit your corporate job and solely work for yourself. There's a lot of people that do Mary Kay that work full time, and this is just a side hustle, or they want a good discount off their skincare, makeup, or they aren't working right now and this is like a part-time job for them. This is great for like stay-home moms or college students because you don't have to have a set schedule. So there's a lot of people that do this opportunity for various reasons. It doesn't have to be, oh, you're gonna leave your corporate job and pursue this full time. I am the exception. I'm not the rule. Okay. So probably the biggest question I get asked is if I drive a pink Cadillac. I don't. That is something I'm striving to complete by the end of June of next year, is to earn my first pink Cadillac. I have earned 2 free career cars with Mary Kay. They're just not all pink. So back in the day, now it's a Malibu. That's the first level car that you can earn. Back in the day it was a Chevy Cruze. Now it's a Malibu. So I drove a Chevy Cruze for 2 years and I drove an Equinox for 2 years. And I'm currently working on earning my 3rd free career car. And here's the beauty with career cars. If you didn't know, they pay for everything. Your tax, title, registration, 85% of your car insurance. I did not have a car payment for 4 years. Have you seen the cost of cars? And you actually can earn a car as a part-time consultant. You do not need to be full-time. And if you don't want a car, you can actually choose cash compensation instead. So the first level car, which is a Malibu, they put $425 right into your bank account, all the way up to the Escalade, which is what you earn as a national. And that one's roughly $1,600 a month that they would put into your bank account. So if you're like, I have a new car, I'm not really interested in earning a car with Mary Kay, you can actually choose cash instead. So many benefits to Mary Kay, you guys. So, something that I get told a lot about this opportunity is, oh, I'm not girly girl. And that's something I love to share with others, that I really am not your typical girly girl. I was not into skincare and makeup growing up. I really have never fully embraced or enjoyed wearing skirts or dresses. I do more now. So just because of the business that I do, I recently became a biker babe. So I ride a motorcycle leisurely. It's not my everyday rider, right? I've been riding for a little over a year. I took car mechanics in high school and college, and I've been playing the drums since 5th grade. So I'm really not your typical girly girl into skincare and makeup. And so for me, this was very foreign, but I really loved the products that much. And I was more focused on the skincare and have slowly transitioned more into learning more about makeup, which is something I really love about this opportunity too, is there's lots of training available to you. Typically, most of it is online, and you can take it at your leisure, but you also, in a non-creepy way, get a mentor. So whether that's me, or if you're watching this for another consultant, well, if I am your consultant sales director, then you would get me as your mentor. But if you're watching this for someone else and they have a different sales director, then whoever their sales director is would be your mentor. And what that means is it's not that you just get a mentor for 30 days, you get a mentor for the life of your business. So I really am hands-on. I'm here to assist and help all of my consultants with their businesses. And my sole purpose, excuse me, is to really make you successful in your business. I truly, truly want you to be successful. I want this to bring about whatever you're looking for in your business. So if it's extra money, that you're earning extra money. If you're wanting to get into a car, then I'm helping you to achieve that. If you're wanting to become a sales director so that you can quit your corporate job, then I'm really striving to help you achieve that. So it's whatever your goals are that you envision for your business. That's truly what I am here for, to help you be successful in your business. So do we have any monthly fees, annual fees, or quotas? No, we do not. Are there any goals or anything that you have to hit? No, it's whatever you personally want to achieve in your business. That's it. And you can work this however little, however much you want. That's another thing that I love about this business opportunity is the flexibility. So it really is just a fantastic opportunity, especially with Christmas coming as well. People are really focused more on supporting small businesses because of the pandemic that we just kind of got over, right? People are going back to focusing more on supporting small businesses. You know, the last couple of Christmases, on average, I am doing about $4,000 to $6,000 in sales just for the holiday. That's not even doing parties in home or virtual or any of that. It's just strictly customers purchasing from me, friends and family purchasing from me to support my business for the holiday season. So just know this is a really great time to get started because of that. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you is the month of October is even a greater time to start for many reasons. One, it's right before the holidays, but the biggest reason is our starter kit options have been discounted only for the month of October. So we have two ways to get started right now. We have a $30 eStart option. For $30, you start your business, and you get a website. People shop from you 24/7. It was $30 for the month of October. It's been discounted to $20. $20, you guys, you can start your business. Okay. The other option is a $130 starter kit. Not only do you get a website, but you get a bag filled with over $400 in full-size products and business supplies. You have up to a year to try out the business. If you don't like it, you simply just stop. You can mail everything back to Mary Kay. That $130 kit has been discounted from $130 to $90 only for the month of October. Now, if you're like, how do you make money? So super simple, you guys. And this is the best part about this business. You do not have to wait for a commission check. So what happens is we get our products at wholesale cost or pricing. We sell it to a customer at retail. That difference is 50%. So you make 50% profit off of everything you sell. And that's from day one, 50% profit. So when a customer pays you, you are getting paid. Yesterday, I had a facial party. There were two ladies, and I sold, I think, roughly $400. So I got to profit $200 yesterday just from one party and two ladies. Okay. So just know it's absolutely doable. It's super easy. It's super fun. I had another party yesterday as well. There were 4 of them, and the hostess was so sweet. She was like, you know what, Crystal, you have friends now. And I said, you know what, that's the whole point of this. It's not just building customers, it's building relationships and building those friendships that you normally wouldn't if you hadn't met those individuals. It's a really beautiful thing, you guys. So your keyword is bumblebee. Bumblebee. Okay, so give that keyword to your consultant that asked you to watch this. You have until October 31st to watch this and give her that keyword. Once you give her the keyword, she's going to send you a quick survey of a few questions to fill out. Once you submit that form, and again, you have till October 31st, then I'm going to, after October 31st, November 1st, I'm going to do a drawing. And what I'm going to do a drawing for is someone's going to earn a free charcoal mask, and someone I'm going to pay for your starter kit, the eStart. Okay, so there's 2 raffles, charcoal mask and an eStart. Now, if after you've watched the video and you answer and you do the survey, there's going to be on the survey, one of the questions is, do you have additional questions? If you do, then I will be contacting you to answer those questions for you. Something else I want to share with you all too is this opportunity. It can bless you in so many different ways. For some, it's extra money. For some, it's friendships. For me, it definitely has helped boost my confidence multiple times. I've been through a lot of life. So I've been through 2 divorces. This November will mark 2 years that my divorce was finalized from my second husband. My first marriage, I was married for 10 years. It ended because of infidelity on his part, and it was something that really scarred me for a long time. And I don't mind sharing that I had to go through some therapy. And the second divorce ended after we were together 6 years, married for 3. And it ended because of verbal and physical violence on his end. And that is something I'm still recovering from very, very much. And when him and I decided to divorce, I was going through a very, very rough time in my life. My father had just passed. Cancer, unfortunately, took him, and it took him very, very quickly. So 2020, he was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer in June of that year. And by the end of August that year, so 2 months, it took his life. And it's something I very much struggled with. My dad was not old. He had just turned 65 that July. So literally like a month after his birthday, he passed away. I was daddy's little girl. So very, very difficult. And unfortunately, I didn't get to say goodbye to him. The last time I saw my dad was when I drove, because my parents live in New Mexico. I'm in Southern California. Was when I drove to New Mexico, and it was the day after he had passed. We went to the mortuary to make his arrangements. And so very, very difficult, very, very difficult. And then on top of that, like a week later, my then husband told me he wanted a divorce, which was a huge blessing in disguise. And right before my dad passed, he got into a verbal altercation at the place we were living. We were renting a room from some friends to save money, and got us kicked out. So when I came home from my mom's, spending some time with her because of my dad passing away, I literally was homeless. And a lot of people don't know, but I literally lived in my car for about 2 months and was sofa surfing with friends and whatnot until I could get back on my feet. So you just know that no matter what life throws at you, that you can always bounce back. And if it had not been for this opportunity, I mean, I wasn't homeless because of one of my Mary Kay friends reaching out to me and saying, "Hey, Crystal, I have a room for you." And I had several other people, "Hey, Crystal, you can't stay here permanently, but you can sleep on our sofa, or you can stay in our spare room for a couple weeks until you get on your feet." And a lot of outpouring support, and especially when my dad passed as well. So many different consultants. "Hey, Crystal, can we bring over dinner to you and your mom?" Local consultants where my mom lived. And so there's just a lot of amazingness from this opportunity in so many facets. And so if it's something that you've wanted to explore or interested, again, this is a really great time to get started. So again, make sure you give your keyword to your consultant. Once you give her the keyword, ask for the survey to fill out. I just wanted to share a little bit of my story, and I hope it didn't depress you. I wanted to show you guys that no matter what life throws at you, you can overcome it and persevere no matter what. And this opportunity, I think, is just so great too, because you have so many people to lean on and help you out. So thank you for joining. I look forward to hearing from you all, and we'll talk to you soon.